Too many names. 58,000. Up to the last name. All the names are chronological order.
I'm going to get this camera, Marty. I'm going to shoot this camera. I had to buy another cheap camera again.
It's going to work with.
Marty?
Well, I had a cheap Kodak over there that stopped some shrapnel, so, you know.
Yes, go home, campaign to get more money to get reelected.
Dan Evans.
There's some members of a meat company in Texas, and they wrote this letter dated March 25th. To the men, ladies, and families of the 4th Battalion, 39th Infantry Brigade, 9th Infantry Division, and especially those members of Bravo, or Battle Company. Ron Sulzer, Will Stevens, Alvaro Melchor, and I, most regrettably, are unable to be with you today. But be assured that our thoughts and prayers are of nothing other than the brave and selfless men who gave their lives while serving with us in Vietnam. While these men are no longer physically present in our ranks, they will live forever in our hearts and minds. In this way, they will always remain the friends and comrades who we loved as brothers, and they will endure in spirit as long as one of us remains to remember their sacrifice. While many of our generation cowered and shirked their responsibilities, these men gave of themselves willingly and proudly. Let us never forget to honor their names, for these are the men who have stood through time to make America strong and free. These are the men of the 4th and 39th. To the families of the men we honor and remember today, we welcome each of you into the family of the 4th and 39th. Those of us who remain stand ready to serve you in any way, at any time. For it was you, your loved ones, who shaped and molded these genuine men. It was you who gave them their sense of purpose and values. Be proud of what they stood for, their strength of character, and to serve their country during difficult times, their courage under fire, and their unwavering faith that our cause was just. Losing a loved one is never easy.
I don't know.
But rest assured that your loss and heartache are shared by us all. And find some solace in the fact that these men will not be forgotten. They are our honored departed brothers who have gone before us, but we will see them again. To the men and ladies of the 4th and 39th who today honor our fallen brothers who have made this ultimate sacrifice, we thank you. You are demonstrating the love and respect that we hold for one another. The bond, forged in battle, and tempered under fire, truly makes us a band of brothers. God bless and keep each of you. Ron, Will, Alvaro, and I will be gathered together today in San Antonio, Texas, to pay our respects. We are with you in spirit. Sincerely, Larry D. Newman, Ron Sulzer, Will Stevens, and Alvaro Melchor. Now I would like to read this small thing. We are gathered here at the Vietnam Memorial to honor the memory of the brave men from Bravo Company, 4th and 39th Infantry, 9th Infantry Division, who gave their lives 25 years ago today at My Hep in the Mekong Delta of Vietnam. Our company of about 60 men faced a well-dug-in force of 2 enemy battalions. It was against these terrible odds that the following men demonstrated extreme courage and made the supreme sacrifice. William J. Torpy, Company Commander. Earl M. Hayes, 1st Platoon. Joseph E. Holman, 1st Platoon. Dennis R. Richards, 2nd Platoon. Frank J. Ellis, 2nd Platoon. John Doy, Vietnamese Scout. I'd like to read the following passages of the Bible to remember these men. The Gospel according to John, greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. The 23rd Psalm, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. We will now lay a wreath to honor these men at panel 28, down here at the memorial. And John Svatek and Janice Kubertis, Bill Torpy's sister, will carry the wreath down there at this time.
One of the Torpy sisters. Another of the Torpy sisters. Bill Torpy's aunts.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
The park services come and record all things left on the wall, tag them, and then they go to the museum. Except for live flowers, of course, but the plaque will go to a museum.
Oh.
And here was the first. And it grew.
Don't remember.
And it grew.
What, Mr. Clark? What,
And it grew.
Mr.
And it grew. And finally, insanity stopped. 58,000 some odd men later. This is a statue off to the side of the wall. 5:30 on a Friday, March 25th. Still crowded.
Well, thank you all.
Yep, good.
Are you okay?
Ready?
Right in the lens. Make sure you're all in.
Wait a minute. Roll in, Claire.
I feel so
Oh, we're going to break.
That's all right.
Gosh.
Oh, that camera's been doing that
All day long.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Don't worry about it, Claire.
I don't think any of us got it.
We'll take another one here, or you want another one?
Yeah, one more. Send copies.
Would you send
Okay, ready?
Janice or one of us one?
8:30 in the morning, wake-up call. On our way to a tour of this place. Somebody's fancy.
It's
place.
7:30, Marty.
Oh, 7:30. I'm sorry, that's even worse. This would never happen at home, folks. See you later.
I think we should call Dan Morano by telephone. I didn't realize he wasn't with their group. Oh, there's
Down after the hotel, 21st Street, that's when the started running. If you go the 100 yards.
This is a quiz. See if anybody can guess what this building is. This is the old executive office building, which is right next to the White House. And it's used lots of times for residents, for visiting heads of states and so on. It's fairly unique in its old architecture in the city. Big building. It's a whole block it takes up. This is the side of the building. You can see it goes down the whole block. Beautiful building. And the White House is up in that direction. And I don't know if we can zoom in on this street sign. See what that says. I guess a lot of people have heard of this address. Try that again. This is an address that's familiar to a lot of people. Executive office building. Doing a lot of facial repair on it right now.
They're coming. Because he said he was still alive on the chopper.
I still think they're supposed to put it down as the day they were wounded. Because some people even died of their wounds 2 and 3 years later, they said. And they listed them as the day of the action. But
We were in the
A shot at the end of the reflecting pond down to the Washington Monument, and beyond you can see the Capitol Building dome. And behind me, I'll sweep around, is the Lincoln Memorial. We'll go in there a little bit later. It's hiding in there. Yeah. Cemetery, which will go there later today. There's a woman's memorial, and it's not specific to the Vietnam conflict, so it's representative of women and nursing corps and so on throughout all U.S. engagements.
5 women killed over Vietnam. The only one considered killed in combat. Her mom was
Okay, you were downtown.
Yeah, we never got in the...
Have
we
no
never
idea
had
what that
mountains
was
and all that.
like.
Well, we
Oh,
didn't have any
yeah.
idea what the mountains
Yeah.
were like, but
Yeah,
we
had
got
mountains.
sick of water.
I guess you did. Yeah.
I heard they had gotten a tank animated out of once.
A tank gun? A real effective fighting machine down in Delta. Top of the steps. You don't have a sense of how huge this place is until you're actually here. Turn around and pan down the reflecting pond. Down the steps. Impressive. Let's get a close-up on Abe. Hi, Abe. Seen a lot of people come in here and look at you, haven't you? You get piles sitting like that for all these years. This is inside the Washington Monument. This is Lincoln's second inaugural address. Rather lengthy engraving. I don't know if I can zoom in and on and on and on. War Memorial. The story behind this statue, which is an above-ground monument. The complaint was that all of these soldiers were buried under the ground and their monument was underground. And so there's a big movement to get a monument that was above ground to with this one, which was built after the wall. Right across the park from the Veterans Wall is the Federal Reserve Building. This is where they make all the monetary policies for our worthless dollars, which we have too few of anyway. Two of the unknown soldiers. Time for change of the guard.